Hi there. So we're starting the new year with a new release. This is a quick look at the Layer7 API Gateway version 10. Let's find out what changed and what features were introduced. A quick overview. We finally get HTTP2 support, security hardening with ICAP and SSH2 enhancements, plus Luna encryption support, adoption of OAS 3.0, Apache Kafka and DFDL support through a new assertion. Syslog properties are now configurable, and a platform upgrade to CentOS 7 for appliance form factors. This last one has some implications that we'll get into later. The API Gateway now supports the HTTP2 protocol for inbound and outbound data transfers. Inbound traffic is supported by the HTTP2 Transport Protocol, and outbound traffic is supported by the route via HTTP2 assertion. HTTP2 protocol provides faster data transfers for inbound and outbound HTTP traffic. This performance boost enables IoT integration and data delivery in 5G networks. Apple has announced that the Apple Push Notification Service will require HTTP2 by November 2020. OpenAPI 3 is the latest industry standard for REST APIs. Gateway version 10 makes API publishing easier with the new Publish Open API service menu item. The new Open API Validator assertion provides JSON request body validation. Apache Kafka is a distributed streaming platform. The new route via Kafka assertion allows the API gateway to publish records to a known topic on the Kafka cluster. The scan using ICAP-enabled antivirus assertion now supports request modification mode. The gateway can now also include preview data in the ICAP request that it sends to the ICAP server. This enhancement helps the gateway meet RFC 3507 compliance. For this release of Gateway, we've also made some enhancements to SSH2 as well. You can now add a list of fingerprints and validate the SSH public key of the server against multiple fingerprints in the route via SSH2 assertion. We've also introduced a new cluster property that lets you specify the ordered CSV list of all enabled KEX algorithms used in SSH routing. KEX algorithms can be sequenced with a route via SSH2 assertion. With this enhancement, the API Gateway is now using the latest industry standard algorithms as the default. The API Gateway now supports DFDL, or Data Format Description Language, and provides the capability to manage precompiled DFDL processors and drive data transformation using the new Apply DFDL Transformation assertion. As a result, the gateway can now transact on a wider variety of messages. The API Gateway now supports the Luna HSM version 7.2 client. This in effect enables customers to use the latest Luna HSM to protect cryptographic keys in order to achieve higher levels of data security and trust. Syslog properties are now configurable to allow improved management of message queues and connections for Syslog server implementations. Configurations can now be done at the global level or the cluster level. RHEL and CentOS 6 is scheduled to come to its end of life at the end of 2020, giving version 10 of the CA API Gateway a prime opportunity to embrace CentOS 7 and its operational and security benefits. At general availability, all Gateway 10 OVA images will come shipped with CentOS 7. Several new under-the-hood technologies have been introduced by CentOS 7, including Systemd, Network Manager, and other system services, all of which will be handled by the gateway in the background. As this is a major OS update, for the time being, appliance customers are advised to use our expedited appliance upgrade process, as described in the Broadcom Tech Docs. And here's a brief list of third-party platforms and products that the gateway currently supports. You can find a more comprehensive list in the Release Notes section of the API Gateway Tech Docs. For more details on this release, we'd like to invite you to check out the Tech Docs with the link on this slide. If you haven't yet, please also check out the What's New video for our APIM sister product, the API Portal version 4.4.